Hello everybody, just this camera. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello Diocese. Another Monday. Another great balls of snowballs. A giant nor'easter passed through. Let me turn this over. Wait a bit. No. All right. What happened last time, Di? I know what you're gonna say. Well, we had another long one. Yes, we finished it. Who ended up being the culprit? The original magician. We will call him the Raiding Raja. Who would originally be known as the Great Riaz. Yeah. That's where we ended that one. And both Betty and Bonnie get to perform with Trucy once again, right, Di? Which one's your favorite bunny? Betty or Bonnie? Let me see if Di has a little bit of a dark side and goes for Betty. Alright, we're going to be starting with episode 3, The Rite of Turnabout.
Wakey wakey, 201. Got some more questions. Sound the alarm! Prisoner 201's escaped!
Well, you know, with Dad's back on the streets, things will be on the up and up for us.
Keep your voice down. You want that rebel hunter to find us or something?
Come on, we're small fries compared to... Huh?
Good night. 3:30 p.m. Temple. Back into Korean again. Almost on another fine day here in the Kingdom of Korea. So peaceful here. Can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, but this place is really starting to grow on me. Still. Sure was a rough start. Now, to do what I came here to do. To see Maya. Long, aesthetic training is finally coming to an end. Before it does, she said something about one last rite she has to perform today. It's the rite! Haparaki! Hey, LB. Haparaki. Oh, you mastered the traditional greeting of Korean! I don't know about that, but I guess all the practicing is paying off. Hey, have you gotten used to life at the temple? I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the mornings start a little too early for me. Yeah, well, morning prayers do begin at dawn. You can never pray too much daily devotion. It's very important here. Oh, after all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Korean. Hats off to you guys. Know how you do it. Today's a special day, full of even more prayer than usual. There's nothing better in this world than being able to pray to your heart's content. I can think of a few things I'd rather do. So what makes today so special anyway? Oh, Phoenix. You mean you don't know? Today's the purification rite. It's only performed once a year. That's what Maya must have been talking about on the phone yesterday. Wonder what her role in it is. So what exactly is Maya going to be doing for this purification rite? What? Didn't she tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Kira. It's only the most important role of the entire Wright. It's unprecedented to have a foreigner play such a key role. Wow. But that's really something. It really is. Helping out such an amazing person has been the greatest honor of this humble tour guide's life. So who is this Lady Kira you mentioned? Allow me to explain. Once upon a time, hundreds upon hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior. Stop right. Let me stop you right there. Something wrong? No, it's just I get the feeling I'm in for a really long story. Yeah, I did say it normally takes about 2 hours to tell. Phew, dodged the bullet there. All right, you're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today. So I can wait then. In the meantime, you can read up on the right with this. An English guidebook. Where did you dig this up from? I found it just lying there in the temple library. I figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it. Hey, this book belongs to Maya. See, there's her name on the back. There's no harm in keeping this for a while then. Wright's guide added to the court record. Miss Maya should already be at the site where the rite is to take place. Let's go to the Plaza Devotion. Wonder if Maya's matured any since last saw her. It's on a mountaintop, so it might get a little cold there, and I think I can handle it. There has been a lot more tourists this year than last, and your tour guide business must be booming. It is! But I have more important things to do right now, namely helping you, Mr. Wright. I think I'll tip him a little extra for his help later. Let's head over to where the purification rite will be held. What sort of rite is it? I kept missing a day of the rite if I were to explain it. In that case, I think I'll just go see him for myself. May 9th. Positive devotion. That is so cold. It's like the air itself is made of ice. Look at all these. Well, this is the day we come to offer prayers to Lady Kira, the protector of our land. It's amazing to see how devoted everyone is. Devoted, right. But couldn't they just as easily do all this praying someplace warmer? This too is part of our religious training. It helps us build strength to spirit and willpower. Further up, at the end of those stairs, inner sanctum. Yeah. I see. Everyone I've met so far seems deeply religious. Of course we are. After all, Karayan is also known as the Lady of the Land of Prayer. It's said that we Karayanese spend an average of 15 hours a day in prayer. What? 15? From the moment we wake to the moment we fall asleep, our hearts are always in prayer. You see all the square flags around here? See all this square flag around here? They're known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of our people. Oh, talking about those colorful striped cloth. There's something written on each one. Such pity is the glory of our people, and I'm afraid the story's going to have to wait for another time, Albie. Maya should be here any minute now. Oh, yeah, you're right. I can't wait to see Miss Maya again. Pardon me, noble traveler.
How do you fare, Mr. Wright? It's been many a day.
Who might you be? Maya?
Miss Maya! Haparaki. Haparaki, Albie. And you, Mr. Wright. May the Holy Mother guide you on your journey. Oh, thanks. Long time no see, Nick. Well. Did I surprise you with my act? Yeah. You can say that again. This is Maya Fey. As if anybody didn't know that already, right, Di? Di's probably got her arms open, ready to hug Maya. She's a spirit medium from Crane Village back home. She was also my assistant for quite some time, but that was many years ago. Her ability to channel spirits saved me more times than I can count. I sure miss those days. It was a ton of fun being the real boss of Wright & Co. law offices. Now she's here training to be the leader of the Crane Village and the master of her craft. Finally, to become the master of the Crane channeling technique. You have to train here in Karayan, since this is where the technique originates. Didn't I sound just like a pious nun when you saw me just now? Too bad that's all I learned from all the training I did. You haven't changed a bit, Maya. Huh? And what's that supposed to mean? She may look a little more mature on the outside, but inside she's the same old Maya. I'm actually kind of glad for that. I heard what happened, Nick. You ended up in court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh? Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story. I was the accused. But you should have seen Mr. Wright in action. It was amazing. I bet it was another one of your famous seat of your pants. Come from behind wins, huh? Well, I was almost found guilty a number of times. Okay, so it wasn't my finest hour, so sue me. But it was still quite a turnabout. You haven't changed a bit either, Nick. Ouch, it definitely stings more when it's her. So, I guess you finished the bulk of the training needed to become the master, right? Oh, you mean this spiritual mediation course for increased spiritual power? Yep, I've completed the full 2 years. I can finally go home once I perform the purification rite today. Actually, I was wondering why they're having a foreigner conduct one of their sacred rites. Well, the high priestess wife usually conducts it here. But with her baby on the way, it's just more than she could handle. So the high priestess practically begged me to stand in for her this year. You may not know all of their customs, but After training, I'm sure you'll do great. You bet. Just watch, Nick. I'm going to be the best Lady Kira guardian deity ever. I'd better throw in a few prayers for things to not end in a flaming disaster then. So about this guardian deity you'll be portraying today, what exactly are we talking about here? Well, first of all, Lady Kira isn't really a deity in the way we think of them back home. She's a real person who fought to establish the kingdom of Orion a long, long time ago. Wow, so she actually existed. Now the kingdoms will worship her as a guardian deity. I believe she appears to protect the kingdom whenever it's in danger. Cloaked in a sacred robe, she's a champion of justice who defeats the kingdom's enemies. Sounds like something you'd be into. I know, right? Wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger. Steel samurai. Right. Whatever floats your boat. So Lady Kira must really be a popular deity if all these people are here for her. Yep. But there's more to it than just her popularity this year. More? So why is this Wright attracting such a large crowd this year? Because there's an actually sighting of the real deal. Allow me to explain. A mysterious figure clad in Lady Kira's robes appeared, just like in the legend. And she began capturing members of the Defiant Dragons right and left. You're kidding, right? They say it's only a matter of time till she gets their leader, the revolutionary group, too. Lady Kira's a rebel hunter now, huh? A bit hard to swallow, though. I mean, even if they are trying to disrupt the peace, I doubt the actions of the band of rebels bring a legendary figure back to life. I didn't believe it at first either. But there's a real picture of her on the front page of today's newspaper. Sightings of her go back 2 years ago. This is the first actual picture of her to ever be taken. I can't believe someone was able to actually catch her on film. Couldn't this just be some Lady Kira fan, you know, like you, Maya? You mean like a cosplayer? Those rebels are no joke, Nick. They're trained in hand-to-hand combat stuff. You think some regular cosplayer can take on people like that dressed in a costume alone? That's why she has to be the real deal. Gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possesses the sacred robe or something. A spirit possessing a piece of clothing? Maybe you should cut back on those action superhero shows, Maya. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're just jealous that I'm still young at heart. I've got a real office to run now, so I've got to keep it real, right? I don't know who you're talking about, but that's definitely not me. You've really lost your edge since I last saw you. Those spikes of yours have grown really dull, and there's even one that's drooping. Can we leave my hair out of this? Anyways, I swear that Lady Kira people have been spotting is the real deal. Besides, it's just so much more fun to believe it's true, you know? I can't believe you really buy all that. Although, I wonder who's under that robe. May 9th, newspaper added to the court record. But Mr. Wright, he's the talk of the town. He even gave me this great new food idea. It's gonna be like a soul bun, but based on Lady Kira. I'm calling it the Kira bun. Talk about a Kira business strategy. Come on, Maya, just admit it. You're running around dressed as Lady Kira already. I guess the jig is up. What? Is it really true, Miss Maya? Indeed, it is I, Lady Kira. After hundreds of years, I've returned to this lovely young lady's body. What? Only a minion of the Defiant Dragons can see through my disguise. Now feel my wrath, foul lawyer. Ow! Mr. Right! Just kidding. I mean, come on! I may be dressing up as Lady Kira for the right today, but there's no way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types. I don't know. That was pretty solid left hook she just threw. Oh, you were just trying to be funny. You really had me going there for a second. No one can be that naive, right? Well, I hope you enjoy playing superhero at the right today. Oh, when you put it that way, I'm even more hyped about it now than I was already. Oh, I hear the sound of the High Priestess's footsteps. I'd better get going. His footsteps? During the ride, he wears those really big bells on his ankles. That way I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? I'll see you later. I doubt they're actually meant to be a stop stacking warning system for you, Maya. Miss Maya is always so bright and cheerful. Yeah, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed. Isn't at all. I wonder if this means her training's been all for naught. I hope not. Ah, it's the Acolyte Zealot. Acolyte Zealot? Look, he's the one praying in the red and saffron robe. He's a disciple of the High Priest, Abbot Inmi, and he lives and trains at his house. See how he prays in the cold without moving a muscle? Wonder if that's a clue. Yeah, I could never do that. Ah, it's Abbot Inmi. The purification rite is about to begin. So that's the sacred robe Maya will be wearing during the rite. Looks almost exactly like what the figure in the newspaper photo was wearing. Wonder, whoever it is must have worked really hard to copy it. Hey, sir. It's not a good idea to stare like that. You could be struck blind. Just give me a few more seconds. I mean, this isn't something you see every day. Oh, those bells on the High Priestess's ankle. A lot bigger than I thought they'd be. Right. Time to enter the prayer pose like everyone else. Those who don't will suffer the wrath of the Holy Mother. Okay, let's see. Down and cross my ankles and I bow forward. Ouch! Great. All I can see is the ground and my back is killing me. You really know how... You really should have trained for this, sir. Wait a second. How long are we supposed to stay like this, Selby? The rite requires that we stay like this until the day after tomorrow. That's 2 whole days. I don't feel so... Mr. Wright, are you okay, sir? Somebody... Help! Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright. Please. You have to get up. Ouch. My aching. Huh? Albie? Where are we? The High Priestess's house at the foot of the Plaza of Devotion. Guess I passed out from the back pain. It must have carried me all the way here. Something terrible's happened. Miss Maya, she's, just follow me to the Plaza of Devotion. Something must have happened while I was passed out. Miss Maya, she's been arrested. What? May 10th, 8 o'clock a.m. Plaza of Devotion. Where's Maya? Just take it easy, all right? But I'm telling you, I haven't done anything wrong. You can talk all you want back at the station. Let me go, Maya. Nick, I didn't kill him. I swear I didn't. Quiet, you. Come along peacefully or suffer the consequences. Well, wait a second. What on earth is going on? I don't know who you are, but if you don't get out of my way... Hey, back off, officer. Emma? Emma Sky? What's she doing in Korean? Oh, sorry, Mr. Wright, but we're placing Maya under arrest. Alright, take her down to the station, but with respect, got it? Yes, ma'am. Nick! So, what are you doing in Korean, Emma? It's a long story. Anyways, what are you doing in Korean, Mr. Wright? Same here. It's a long story, but we can get caught up later. Right now, I need to know what happened. Maya's under arrest for the murder of the High Priest. Wait, the High Priest was murdered? What happened, Emma? Please, tell me everything you can. Well, basically, there was a murder during the rite as it was being performed last night. The victim is Haru Stinmi, the high priest who was presiding over the rite. Wait, hold on. Last night? You mean to tell me an entire day's passed since the purification rite? That's right, sir. You passed out for a whole day from your back pain. Never knew my back. My back's like a ticking time bomb. I better take care of it. Murder took place at the inner sanctum, where the rite was being held. Inner sanctum? The place where the spirit of Lady Kira is enshrined. It's through that gate over there and up at the top of the mountain stairs just beyond. Oh, so that's why everyone is offering their prayers in that direction. Evidently, and Miss Maya went up to the inner sanctum to begin the rite. Just after they finished the prayer, you fainted in the middle. So who do you think killed the high priest? Unfortunately, Maya's our only sole suspect right now. During the rite, the inner sanctum was off limits to the general public. So then, only the high priest and Maya could have been there when the murder occurred. Right. Plus, the inner sanctum is on the side of a very steep mountain. The only way up there is the stairway that starts here at the Plaza of Devotion. So that's why she's been arrested. Also, the crime scene was only discovered after Maya came down alone. She's the only one who told the worshippers in the plaza the high priest was dead. Made a police statement. In fact, So she was the first one to discover the body. Well, that definitely doesn't help. It makes it even less likely that someone else was there at the crime scene. Right, sir. Are you going to defend Miss Maya? Yes, of course. There's no way she killed anyone. Yeah, I don't believe it either. She's been framed. This is really something else, huh, Mr. Wright? I mean, who'd have thought you'd have to take on this horrible court again? Tell me about it. I never thought I'd have to go through another trial, where the divination seance determines all and defense lawyers are unwelcome. So what brings you here, Emma? Back in the U.S., I was working on a case with an international prosecutor from Korea. He told me this is where I could see the latest technique in international forensic science. I can't believe I fell for it. I mean, just look at this place. It's like we've gone back in time. Yeah, I can't say I've been impressed with the police work I've seen so far. Still, he said he'd take on cases from around the world. Maybe next time we'll have one in a major city somewhere. Sounds like this prosecutor has taken a liking to you, Emma. After all, it's not every day a prosecutor takes a detective with them overseas. Wonder. Calm and kind and almost always has a smile on his face. But it's hard to tell what he's really thinking. This international prosecutor. Is he the one who handled Trucy's case? Yes, he is! I take it he'll be the prosecutor on this one too? Yes, Prosecutor Sadmati has already been assigned. Prosecutor Sadmati? Oh, Kuka! You know him, Albie? Of course, everyone in Korean does. He's a highly reverted individual, both as a prosecutor and a monk. You go up against Prosecutor Sadmati, you'll incur the Holy Mother's wrath. But it's my... Can you go see what that cat's doing? But it's my job, too, as a lawyer. Oh, right. Sorry. That's great. A prosecutor who's always reverted monk, also a reverted monk, is a deeply religious country. Whatever. This trial is shaping up to be even more unequivocally Koreanese than the last one. Uniquely. I'm not sure I should be saying this, but he's a formidable opponent. Yeah, I heard Apollo had a really tough time, so I'd better give it everything I got. Anyways, I'm glad you're here, Emma. They treat lawyers like criminals here. Come to think of it, Prosecutor Sadmati mentioned something to that effect. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll do what I can. Really? Are you sure you aren't going to get in trouble for helping the enemy? He did come down on me pretty hard when I tried to help Trucy in the last trial. Just say, I'll help where I can. Thanks. Don't go getting yourself in trouble on my account, okay? Prosecutor Sadmati sounds pretty strict. So, first things first, let's start with this. Hot off the press, it's the High Priestess's autopsy report. Tyrus's autopsy report added to the court record. The victim bled to death from a deep stab wound to his abdomen. The murder weapon is believed to be Lady Kira's warbod dagger. It's used during the rite. However, the dagger has yet to be found. Lady Kira's dagger, huh? I think Maya mentioned something about a dagger. Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger? Right. Whatever floats your boat. And isn't the rebel hunter posing as Lady Kira also armed with a dagger? Of course, hers must be a replica, right? Would it be okay for me to go take a look at the crime scene, Emma? The police have already wrapped up their investigation. The location itself is off limits to the general public, so I'm not sure. Emma, please, I'm begging you. Just like the police, I need access if I'm to mount a viable defense. Alright then. Give it to me. I'll explain the situation to Prosecutor Sadmati and the police later. Thanks, Emma. You have quite a climb ahead of you, so be sure to watch your step. Wait, you're not coming with me? Oh, no, I'm not climbing up there. No. No way. Is it really that bad? I wonder if my back can handle it. You got to go to the inner sanctum. You get to go to the inner sanctum? Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. Wright. Why don't you join me, Albie? That's crazy talk, sir. If a commoner like myself were to step foot in there, I'd surely be cursed for all eternity. Because the inner sanctum is off limits for you? Huh. Oh well. Guess I'll just have to face this all by my lonesome. By the way, what about all the people still praying here? Aren't they going to go home? Customs of this rite requires that they not move from the spot until tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't faze them to have police milling about. Some of them are even off-duty cops. Wow. I guess this is what it's like to live in a deeply religious society, huh? We probably should go to the inner sanctum. May 10th. Inner sanctum. I had a feeling I would her. It's really high up and really, really cold. What did I do to deserve this? At least I made it. Better get started while I can still feel my fingers. What's that? Kinda looks like. Excuse me. Ah! It's you! Do you even know where you are? Barbed head. Of course I do. May I ask why you're here, your benevolence? I came to pray for the High Priestess's soul. What are you doing here? This is one of the most sacred spots in Koreanism. Unscrupulous lawyers such as you have no business being. But I'm not unscrupulous. Quiet! You dared to find fault with my insights at every turn the other day. You still sore about that trial? As you know, your benevolence, a murder has occurred and I need to investigate. We know the killer is one of your own. My country's suspects are innocent until proven guilty. Plus, he is a serious student of spirit channeling who came here to study. So can't you at least give her a chance to explain what happened? All practitioners from overseas are big phony baloney. And her wish to train in the homeland of spirit training or spirit channeling is but a bid for prestige. Seems like nothing I say will otherwise. Last trial. Tweedledum and Tweedledee really did a number on her impression of foreigners. As the defense attorney on this case, I really need to investigate the crime scene, and I need to do it now. I've even been authorized by the police, so what's that? You intend to make a mockery of our sacred hall of justice once more? No. I simply want to defend my client. Which means you have come to forge evidence then? I knew all lawyers were criminals. You must now redouble my vigilance. Ouch. That's unfair. Who taught you to demonize a whole group of people anyway? My mother and father. Do you have any issues with their perennial guidance? No. I would never dare criticize the royal couple. Imagine what the lawyers here must have done to garner such hatred. Oh ho. Had the most wonderful idea, Barbed Head. Why do I have a feeling about this glint in her eyes? Why do I have a bad feeling about the glint in her eyes? So, what's this most wonderful idea of yours? If you are to investigate this murder, then I shall oversee you every move so as to prevent my misdeeds naturally. What? You want to follow me around the entire time? Of course. Not that I want to, mind you. And I will not tolerate any objections, understood? You can't do this to me. What was that, Barbed Head? Oh, no, it's nothing. Very well, then. Let us get this investigation over with. We mustn't stay here in the inner sanctum a much moment longer than necessary. But please, don't rush me. It is not without reason that I insist on a speedy investigation, Barbed Head. I am a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, guys, the people of Kurai. As such, I must not sully myself with the blood of battle that Lady Kira bears. Blood of battle? If it's that big of a problem, why don't you head on down now? I won't do anything, I promise. Now, lawyers are never to be trusted. Now, make haste, so that we may leave here soon. Oh, and one more thing. What now? The victory the other day was but a stroke of fortune. This time, my insight shall reveal the absolute truth. So brace yourself for defeat, most bitter lawyer. I will. Now, can I get on with my investigation? As long as you know where we stand. I better hurry up and poke around for clues before she changes her mind. Could you tell me about this place, your benevolence? I have nothing to say to you, player. Is that because you don't actually know much about it? You ill-mannered! I am the Crown Princess of Kurai, and there is nothing I do not know! Nina! Whoa, well, where'd she come from? Hey, no cheating! Silence, Barbed Head. Nina's knowledge is my knowledge. End of discussion. What is she? Your pocket internet? Sort of. We'll learn more about Nina in a bit. This spring is where Lady Kira came to cleanse her body of the blood of battle. Today's purification rite is a ceremony that traces its origins back to those days. Cleansing Lady Kira's robe is in the sacred water lends one courage for the next battle. I see. Thank you for the excellent explanation. Commoners are normally barred from here, except for the day of the rite. Who normally controls the access to this place? The High Priest and his family are responsible for that. The High Priest and his family, huh? Could you tell me about the High Priest and his family? Evan and me lived with his wife and his disciple acolyte Pere Salat, a young man the couple took into their home upon finding him near our kingdom's border. Speaking of his wife, isn't she the one who usually plays the role of Lady Kira? Yes, but as she is with child, the role was appointed to someone else. Killer no doubt offered to stand in, as she saw it as a chance to slay the high priest. No, you have it backwards. He was the one who asked Maya to stand in. And that braggart must have embelled her qualifications. I'm really not sure how she could. Besides, why didn't you stand in for the high priest's wife then? Did I not tell you before? As a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, the role of Lady Kira is forbidden to me. For those descendants of Her Holiness must not defile their bodies with the blood of battle. Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? I should probably talk with the high priestess's wife and acolyte Zealot later too. We're going to be able to speak to one of them, unfortunately. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Take a look at this statue. Oh, this is blood. This is a statue of a warbird, the bird on which Lady Kira based her appearance. And all this blood is from the high priest, huh? No doubt embrace the statue and the hope that Lady Kira would save him from death. May his soul rest in peace. Considering the amount of blood, he must have been stabbed with considerable. No way Maya would be strong enough to deliver such a blow. It's been stained red by the high priestess's blood. The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. What's that? What's that from? No legend. Wait, does that mean the rebel hunting Lady Kira in the newspaper is the real deal? No, that's crazy talk. Hey, isn't this Lady Kira's robe? Oh, Holy Mother, Lady Kira's robe is... I know how you feel, but we should leave it as it is to preserve the crime. You imbecile. This is the actual robe Lady Kira wore once. It is? What the heck is it made of? I mean, nothing should look this good after a few hundred years. Enough. If I say it's the actual robe, it is the actual robe. That foul murderer shall not get away with this. Is it tough to see a piece of history lawfully tossed on the ground like this, though? It even looks like it's been mended a number of times. This robe kind of smells. How dare you install such a sacred piece of clothing like that? No, but this smells like incense. Oh, I see. Can't you detach this from the sacred incense used to purify Lady Kira's? Whenever a rite is to be performed, the robe is first scented with a sacred incense. This still smells like incense now. The scent must have been much stronger last night when the victim was killed. The lantern, and it's still lit. Of course it is. Sacred flames in the 4 lanterns here have burned for centuries. Anyone who extinguished even one of them will be put to death immediately. That's why they're outfitted with glass and guard. Still, I better keep my distance just in case. So the moon and these lanterns were the only sources of light upon here that night. The rite is performed by the light of the full moon because moonlight is a purifying force. Please, no touching. I wasn't going to. One is broken. That lantern looks broken, but it's hard to make out the details from this angle. I'll take a closer look when I'm in a better spot. This mountain face is like a towering wall. There are characters carved into it, but I have no idea what they mean. There's a prison at the apex of this mountain. Prison? Way up here? It is said that Lady Kira laid those who defeat the rest atop this mountain, so that their souls will not on evil spirits. I'm feeling queasy just thinking about being all the way up there. The fact that it's a prison just makes it worse. What an amazing wall painting. So this is Lady Kira. Do you see the red mark upon her brow? That is the character for death in Korean. It is a mark of resolve to fight to the end. There are many different marks we make on our bodies, each with a different meaning. Interesting. Come to think of it, you have marks on your face. You're benevolent. So did the high priest. The high priest marks are those of a monk, while mine are of a royal priestess. All members of the Korean clergy have such marks upon them. The shape and location of the marks vary in accordance to the conditions like status and age. And all records about them are kept at temporal temples. So it's kind of like a national ID registry. Her thoughts have to be report updated to the court record. Is that a weapon in her hand? Yes, it is Lady Kira's dagger, the very same one used in the rite. It is made to resemble a warbot, the bird Lady Kira fashioned herself after. So the dagger is the weapon that took the High Priestess's life. If you wish to know more about Lady Kira, you need but ask. I get the feeling she's going to be super prevalent through this case. You should definitely ask the princess for more details later. I think I'd better take a closer look. This lantern is damaged. The wind guard is completely broken. Damaged? Was this your doing? No, I didn't even touch it. Perhaps a falling rock struck it. I will request that it be repaired when we are finished. Of course, I doubt you will live long enough to see it restored. I'll be back to take a look, you'll see. Hello? There's no snow here. Maybe it was removed because it would interfere with the rite. I'm getting this flashback from Bridge to the Turnabout. How about you, Di? You remember that the entire area where it was like stripped of complete snow because somebody had shoveled it out because it was covered in blood? Basically the same reason here, I bet you, right? The day before the Wright, the temperature in this area plunged below freezing. To think we're doing a case that's covered in snow while it actually snowed over the weekend. What perfect timing, right, Di? Beautiful timing, right? So much snow out in real life. And then we go into a case that has nothing but snow in it. Even the Plaza of Devotion was covered in a layer of white frost. Must be the elevation. It wasn't all that cold back in town, as I recall. The snow has obviously been cleared away here, and the lantern is broken. I still have that camera I brought to take pictures of my trap. I should snap one of this area here just in case. Inner sanctum photo added to the court record. Nothing else particularly interesting here. What do we have here? There's something hanging off of the ritual curtain there. These look like prayer flags down at the Plaza of Devotion. Except they're arranged like no prayer flags I've ever seen. How so? All of these flags have been sewn together. Hey, you're right. It's like they're one big banner now. There is something written on a piece of it. Donated by Tahu Sinmi. Seems this piece from a donation Have It In Me made at some point. Sanctum prayer flag added to the court record. During the rite, the inner sanctum was fully enclosed by this ritual curtain, making this case something of a locked room mystery. Ritual curtain added to the court record. Purification rite is akin to a bathing ritual for Lady Kira. Therefore, it must be closed off for the outside world. Oh, so the inner sanctum is like her private bathroom. Indeed, so see to it that you keep it clean. This flap in the center acts as the ritual curtain's door, but that's about it. Eek! And what was that scream for just now? It's just, I'm afraid of heights. I didn't notice it as I was climbing up, but now that I can see all the way down, I guess the flight of stairs from the Plaza of Devotion really is the only way up or down. Don't. Can't pass there. So could you tell me more about this Lady Kira? As an outsider, I suppose your ignorance is all but unavoidable. What happened to you need but ask? Nina. Lady Kira was the Holy Mother's younger sister. Unlike her older sister, she lacked the ability to channel spirit. However, it is said that none could equal her skill with the dagger. Well, this became relevant fast. Holy Mother guides our souls, and Lady Kira keeps the peace with her dagger. Lady Kira was prepared to die for her people. She cloaked herself in a sacred battle robe and concealed her face as her sister did. Okay, but who was fighting again. Throughout our history, we have been set upon by rebels. Now is no different. For our enemy now is the Defiant Dragon, led by the insurgent group. Lady Kira plays a role akin to the police, huh? So, what's with the bird imagery? Lady Kira's robe is fashioned in the likeness of a war bus. It is a fearsome bird that is unique to Kurayan. See, what about the recent rebel hunter, Lady Kira? Who do you think she is? I have heard about her, but I have yet to ascertain the truth. However, I believe her to be a vigilant, or more precisely, a patriot. So even Princess Rafa doesn't know the true identity of the rebel hunter, huh? Doesn't look like there's anything damn in it. I'm gonna double check the store. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Aha, that's what it was. Bloodstained scrap of paper. Looks like some kind of note or letter, perhaps. But it's written in Koreanese, so I can't read a lick. Once the flame is lit, then will be... This is simply impossible to read. Wait. What is it? This stamp is in the lower right. It's the mark of those insurgents. The Defiant Dragon. The rebel group? What's it doing here? Is there some kind of a connection between the High Priest and the rebels? Bloodstained letter added to the court record. Looks like that's about does it for this area. Alright, I wonder if I can... Well, let's go back down here. Okay. Guess we can probably go. Hey, 10. Detention center. Alright. So, Di, this is going to get a little violent. Looks like Maya's still being questioned. Just have to come back later. Yeah, well, when Maya gets there, it'll be pretty violent. The killer must have been the one they called Maya Fey. There can be no other. You never know. It's still pretty early in the investigation. She has spent time in the company of lawyers, so she must have a wicked soul. Thanks for reminding me how much people like me are hated in this country. It is only but the Holy Mother's mercy that you are allowed to investigate this sacred place. Remember that, and give thanks to Her Holiness for this great blessing at once. Oh, thank you, Your Holy Motherness. That didn't come out right. That seemed a little insecure. Shall we halt this investigation immediately? No, wait, I'm grateful, really. I wonder. This is going to be worse than walking on holy eggshells. Well, are you going to conduct your investigation or not? I will. Are you going to keep following me around like this? Of course. Unless you intend to do something you feel the need to hide. No. I do everything by the book. And get on with it. I'm not doing this for fun, you know. I, too, have many duties I need to attend to. Why don't you go do them instead of hovering over me? Hmm? What is that look you are giving me? Am I perhaps being bothersome? No, don't be absurd. You're being incredibly bothersome. Alright. I still can't believe there was a murder during the purification rite. Could it have been an act of divine justice by Lady Kira? Divine justice, huh? We wouldn't need a trial if that's what it was. Oh no! Maybe I'm the next for coming up with my Kira buns. Please, Lady Kira, I meant no disrespect. I don't think that's a terrible enough of a crime to be definitively punished for, LB. We don't have time for chit-chat, Mr. Wright. We have to prove Miss Maya's innocent. Yeah, let's hurry back to the Plaza of Devotion. Alright, so we do have to be here. To think I would witness a lawyer being allowed to pass through this sacred gate. Yeah, well, I wouldn't unless have to. Those stairs were brutal to climb. What's this? Do you even know how many monks would give their lives to pass through that gate? Be thankful for the great honor you have been afforded. Yes, you're benevolent. Albie said that these are called prayer flags. And the prayers written on them are carried throughout the kingdom by the wind. Now, if I were to pray for something, be for me to not get dragged into any more trouble than I already have been. They're still praying? Now that's really something. It's called their ability devotion to Lady Kira, or absolute devotion. But you don't have to pray to her, your benevolence. Our custom dictates that I must never associate myself with Lady Kira in any way. Instead, it is my duty to offer my prayers and chants to the Holy Mother every day. Why don't you try offering up a dance or two? I think you'll find it quite uplifting. No thanks, I'm good. Luckily, the Lord is still focused on his prayers. Is not such devotion worthy of commendation? Still, he has not yet learned of the High Priest's death. I think of how he will learn of it once his prayers are over. Yeah, it doesn't seem cruel, doesn't it? Don't. It's been ages since you presented evidence to me. Remember when we worked that one case together? I seem to recall a thin layer of fingerprint powder on every piece of evidence then. Well, I guess they get that way from time to time now too. As enthusiastic as ever, huh, Emma? The victim's name is Tyler Sidney. He bled to death from a stab wound in the abdomen. Killer? At the moment, our only suspect is the person who was with the victim at the time. In other words, Maya. All right. That is a book from your land, is it not? Yes, it's a guidebook about Korean that was written by people back home. Oh, so there are people in your land who know of our fair kingdom? And I imagine must be something about me in there, correct? Actually, yes, it says the dance of devotion is performed by an adorable little princess. How dare they write of me as though I were a child? Hey, I'm just reading what it says. So she does seem secretly pleased. Dama for your thoughts. Get that thing away from me. Alright, I'll just put it away then. Who told you to put it away? How am I to inspect it if you do that? Keep it out, put it away. I wish she'd make up her mind. What a dreadful way to die. Did you know the high priest, your benevolence? Yes, he was a pious priest of the Koreanism. As such, he had the trust of the entire kingdom. Entire kingdom? Really? Yes, but what do you know of faith and trust? You, who can never hope to match his virtue. It is like comparing the moon to a pebble, or the sea to a puddle. How did this suddenly become a game of pin the diss on the lawyer? Adama. Okay, we're going to be repeating. Anything new to talk about? No. Ooh. What am I missing? Am I missing this? This rock must have fallen from higher up on the mountain. It's like the perfect perch for taking a peek over the current. Well, up I go. Wow, what an incredible view. It's almost boggles the mind. Get down from there this instant. You're right, sorry, I'll be right down. It looks like the inner sanctum is just slightly up higher than the top of that mountain. I guess that confirms that the stairs from the Plaza of Devotion are the only way up here. There is nothing else I see. It's a statue of a bird. Guess I'll take a closer look. Look, the bird's missing its eye. I feel sorry for the poor fella. Are you the one who took it? Of course not. This statue has been here for ages. I suppose some damage is to be expected. Shall ask my mother to have it repaired. No wonder there are no lawyers left. I'd leave too if I were always treated like this. I don't think I'd find anything else of interest around here. That about does it for the inner sanctum. I should probably head back to the Plaza Devotion and let Emma know I'm done here. After all, she's the one putting her neck on the line for me to investigate this place. Alright. Now we can make some progress. May 10th. Plaza Devotion. Wow, they're still praying. The religious devotion of our people is the pride of our kingdom. Come what may, they will continue to pray until tomorrow afternoon. Hello, plushie. Well, I will say this level of devotion is certainly to be respected. Now to find Emma. You there, wait. I wanted to ask you something. Okay? You know me. Do I know you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I'm a lawyer. No, no! I want to know if you know who I am. Huh? How should I know? I've never even seen you before. This guy's acting really strange. I wonder if he has amnesia or something. I should talk to him a little more just in case he's connected to this case somehow. Are you having trouble remembering who you are? I'm sorry if I offended you. Stream's going pretty well, thank you. Cried Lizard. I thought he was going to pull a weapon on me. So, Di, what do you think? Deep fried lizard? I'm guessing you'll pass on the deep fried lizard, right? He's just pulling some snacks one after another. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do. I know it's something important. Do you know this man or something, Barbed Head? No. I just have never seen him before, didn't I? Are you Lady Kira? You know Lady Kira? Then you are Koreanese, I take it. Maybe? Wait, are those lizards he's eating? Just realized he's eating lizards. What, you want one? No thanks, I just ate. No, remember? Get a load of this. Well, what? I believe he's suffering from a far more serious medley than mere memory loss. No good, huh? Guess I'll try something else. Well, if you let the animation just go and roll, he'll eat infinite. So, who was that man? And what did he want, Barbed Head? Wish I knew. Hey, Mr. Wright. Ah, what now? What's wrong? I didn't surprise you that badly, did I? Oh no, it's nothing. Actually, I've been looking for you. I wanted to tell you I've investigated the crime scene. Hope it wasn't too much trouble getting my investigation of the inner sanctum approved. Oh, it was fine. Prosecutor Sadmani gave me his okay straight away. He seems like a rather fair-minded prosecutor. He said that you would probably give up once you saw the crime scene for yourself. Prosecutor Sadmani doesn't know Phoenix Wright very well, does he, Di? And that moving on before the trial began would be the smart thing to do. He must be feeling really confident about his case. Well, just so you know, I have no intention of giving up. I figured. That's why I prepared a little gift for you. I thought it might help your investigation. Here, it's all yours. I wanted to bring you a bunch of other forensic tools, but they were confiscated at the airport. Luminol testing fluid. This actually might come in handy. Also, I made a copy of the crime scene photo for you. Thanks. All of this will definitely come in handy. So this is what the high priest's body looked like after the murder. I'll keep this along with the picture I took at the crime scene. Here's sanctum photo updated into the court record. Oh yeah! They're done questioning Maya. Really? I should go pay her a visit then. Maya, she must be feeling pretty lonely. I should let her know that I'll be defending her too. Oh, shoot. Look at the time. I have to get going. Sure seem busy. That's because his ephemeral holiness is a real slave driver. His ephemeral holiness? Prosecutor Sadmati. He's like the world's hardest riddle, wrapped in a flowery sash. I keep wondering if it's just a clash of cultures type of thing, you know? Like, he'll ask the most insane things of me without batting a single long eyelash of his. This prosecutor Sadmati sounds like he's used to holding some serious flow. Do I have such bad luck with prosecutors? First it was a glimmerous flop. Now that I'm finally rid of that gritting, finding loving Europhile, I get this guy. Oh no! Now I'm really gonna be late. Will probably make me listen to one of those really long sutras again. I'll see you later. Her listen to sutras? Sounds like Emma's got it pretty rough too. She does not appreciate Prosecutor Sadmati's sutras. What an ingratitude. It appears that she too is lacking in religious devotion. I think that's what the problem is here. Besides, Emma's not even a Koreanist. That man we just met, he seemed quite suspicious. Don't tell me he's an acquaintance. Not everyone who's suspicious is friends with a player, or vice versa. For example, I have many upstanding friends and acquaintances like a chief prosecutor. Well, as long as your friends are free from the taint of corruption, they are. And not everything is about good and evil. Are you going to speak with that woman? You mean Maya? And yes, there's something I need to talk to her about. Something like a jailbreak? How exactly could we do that with you and a guard watching us like hawks? All right, here's some cat fight we've been waiting for. May 10th, detention center. Next, you tell me, Maya. She looks tired. How are you holding up? Doesn't mean, but no one will believe me. I have to admit, I'm still a bit in shock. Who'd have thought you'd get caught up in something like this? So far from home. I'm going to defend you, so hang in there. We can do this if we work together. This is all my fault. I mean, you came to Korean just to visit me. We hadn't seen each other in ages, and then this happened. I haven't seen her this down in ages either. Come on, remember who you're talking to. Besides, I thought you'd be used to being the usual suspect by now. This is like number 4, if we count from all the ones. Because she was a suspect in the first one, she was a suspect in the second one. He was somehow a suspect in the third one, despite Iris being the defendant. Yes, you're right. You save me each and every time. Yep, So just tell me everything you can, and let's go from there. Barbed head, stop stalling. Go straight to the matter of true import. We know she is the murderer. Therefore, it is time for her confession. Your benevolence. What brings the royal priestess to a place like this? I am watching over this lawyer to keep him from tampering with anything in this case. Now, out with it. Confess to your crime. Please, your benevolence. Could you please take it down a notch or three? Huh. Maya, please tell me what you can. I know this must be difficult, but anything you can remember might help. Sure, okay. I didn't kill the high priest. I wouldn't even dream of it. I mean, he always treated me so well. Evan in me was an important figure with a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He was a really kind, even to a foreigner like me. He even invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions. How could I ever kill someone like that? Sounds like a really good person. I think I would have liked him. He was so much fun. I got to enjoy meals with his family and everything. And his wife was a master of Chinese cuisine. Never eaten better in my life. Like they were a family and home away from home in this foreign land. It must have been a source of comfort. What with being here for training all alone. But for what? Can't completely deny the charges. Huh? As I suspected, the snake has shown her true colors at last. The benevolence, please. I'm trying to figure out what really happened here. But what do you mean you couldn't completely deny the charge? Well, during the purification night, I suddenly got really sleepy. The next thing I knew happened in me was, suddenly got sleepy. So then you didn't actually see the high priest get murdered? No, I didn't. But I was possessed by some crazy spirit while I was asleep, and what an excuse. How dare you pin your crimes on another person's soul? Be honest. What you call training is but an extended vacation in reality. That training here is simply for prestige. No, it's not like that at all. I'm training to become the master of the crane channeling technique. A neophyte practitioner such as you becoming a channeling master? I think not. Spiritual power required is beyond the means of an outsider like you. Griffith seems to really hate fakers. But Maya does actually have the power to channel spirits. I should let Rafa know. You're benevolent. I wouldn't call Maya a neophyte because he can already. Wait, Nick. What? Can I talk to you for a second? Why is she whispering all this? I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick. What? Why? I'll explain later. Just keep it a secret for now, okay? If you say so. What's that all about? What is all of the whispering over there? Oh, it's nothing really. I'll have to ask about this later when Princess Rafa is around. Oh, I almost forgot. Nick. Yes? About Admit in me's murder. There was something I noticed that I thought strange. Oh? So, what was it you noticed? Well, you probably won't believe me, but Why don't you let me be the judge of that? Okay, so you know that spring? The spring? You mean the pool in front of the Warba's statue? Yes, that. The water in there was dark red. When I saw dark red, I mean blood red. Oh, that? Yeah, I saw it too. You did? Yeah, the high priestess blood turned it red. What? No, that's not what I meant. The spring was red before he was killed. What? Wait, so it was already red? Even before the high priest was killed? Yeah, I noticed it during the purification rite, just before I passed out. Just like the ancient legend says. What ancient legend? The spring will run red upon Lady Kira's return. That's how it goes anyway. Hold on! Yes, there's a legend about the inner sanctum that says just that. But the water runs red this time thanks to the murder. The police investigation confirmed it. Perhaps your eyes were deceived by the lantern light reflecting off of the water. I don't think that was it, though. Ancient legend, huh? I wonder if it's connected to this murder scene. Maya's statement added to the court record. Yes. So, actually, there's one more thing. What's up with Maya? She keeps looking over at her benevolence. She's worried what Rafer will think. Maya knows. There's something I want to show you. There is. I found this at the inner sanctum after I came to. This a letter? It's in Koreanese. The stamp on the far left at the end of the letter. Does it look familiar? Well, learning from Rafa, that's the symbol of death. This red stamp here, that's the mark of Lady Kira. Oh, right. Looks just like the mark on her forehead. Lady Kira, you say? Let me see that. Why? This is... What? What does it say? Do not perform the rite. I know what you're planning, Lady Kira. That sounds like a threat or a warning. Whoever's pretending to be Lady Kira was pursuing the High Priest to stop the rite. Yeah, that's what it looked like to me, too. Nick, do you think... Wait! First, there's that ancient legend. The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. Now, there's also Lady Kira's warning. Plus, with the Warba's dagger being eyed as the murder weapon. Don't tell me. That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possesses the sacred row or something. Don't tell me. You actually believe that the real Lady Kira's return to kill the High Priest? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? Historical figures don't come back to life. I mean, give me a break. But you were saying only yesterday how it was more fun to believe that she's the real deal. Yeah, yesterday. I wish I could keep on entertaining that fantasy too. But the fact is, we're dealing with a murder here. Thus, my days of dreaming has come to an end. I'm going to keep it real from now on. And you should too, Nick. I thought you said I was the boring one because I was keeping it real. Sorry, I guess I've outgrown the step-ladder argument we always have. I think you mean ladder, Maya. Dad, you remember those? I probably does. I made sure I clicked on every one of them so Dad could see every one of them from every single game. Didn't miss one, did we? So, what do you mean by keeping it real? Oh, do you know how someone is dressed up like Lady Kira and capturing rebels, right? Oh, you mean the real hunter Lady Kira in the papers? Yeah, that one. I think that's who probably sent this warning. What nonsense is this? You dare to suggest that Abbott in me was slain by Lady Kira? You nincompoop! The rebel hunter is sure to be a vigilant who loves this kingdom. And it is the patronism that led them to cloak their identity in the guest of Lady Kira. Such a patriot would never slay the high priest. I guess it's only natural for Princess Bracelet to see it that way, but I can't let it go at that. Besides, why would such a vigilant want to stop the purification rite in the first place? I haven't figured that one out yet. To rest my case. Still, this rebel hunter has a compelling enough reason. They might have killed the high priest after he ignored their warning. You big dummy. You can't fool me. It was you who forged that warning letter. You are trying to shed your guilt onto our most sacred Lady Kira. Admit it. No! I would never do such a thing. Now, your benevolence. Let's try to remain rational about this. Urgh. Maya, did you show this letter to the police? No. I was afraid that it would anger everyone needlessly. I was waiting to show it to you. Judging by her benevolence's reaction, I'd say Maya was right to be worried. Wait. What are... There are a number of places on this letter where there were 3 holes in a row. Are these supposed to be some sort of a message too? Not that we'll be finding out anytime soon, I suppose. Lady Kira's warning added to the court record. Alright, accused, wrap it up. I guess they have more questions. Yeah, at least I have a better idea of what we're up against now. Nick, there's something I've been meaning to say. I don't need a lawyer this time. What are you talking about? Just, you know, they have this Defense Culpability Act here. Brian, right? Well, if I'm found guilty, you'll be charged with abetting a... Thanks for thinking of it, but don't worry, Maya. We'll pull through this together somehow. We always have, haven't we? Yeah, but we're not in Kansas anymore, you know? True, but I've been through one trial here already, so I know what I'm getting myself into. We're going to win this one, no matter what, because I believe in your innocence. Yeah, I know. You've always won because of your faith in me. That's right. So it's all about the Phoenix Freedom Express. Thank you, Nick. Well, I'll see you later. Bravado will not save you tomorrow, and by then it will be too late to ask for mercy. We're going to beat this charge. See. I don't care to understand every word that spoken, but I don't like the sound of that Phoenix Freedom Express one. Wait, don't tell me you don't know about Freedom Express, what Freedom Express refers to. Of course I do. Of course I know. Do not presume to know what I do not know. I'm no closer to understanding why someone would want the High Priest's head. But given the use of the warbud dagger, the existence of the warning letter, I'd say the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira is the real prime suspect. Might help if I knew a little more about this modern-day Lady Kira. Wonder if anyone has any info on them. Maybe the first thing I should do is to go someplace where locals like to gather. That woman you call Maya Fey is not to be trusted. Here she is already 28. She is still an entity as a maiden in her teens. Surely she must be hiding. Actually, that's just Maya being Maya. So, what's next? Let me think. Oh, I know. Dare I ask? Admit the accuser's guilt, so we can go straight to the inevitable guilty verdict. That will solve everything. Why should I even ask? I think I'll just keep on investigating. May 10th. Ryan Bazaar. I guess the bazaar is a good place to start at, Penny. No, who should I? So that is what a freedom express is. Oh, she did not know. Di, do you know what a freedom express is? I will give you a hint. It's no longer used in this time. Consulting her pocket internet again, I see. It's right. That sounds like. How is that a hint? What do you mean? Is Miss Maya okay? If it's not used, how am I supposed to know? Well, let me express it in a different way. Okay, so it's not used for commercial traveling anymore. Okay, most of it now is used for shipping. Maybe that will help you. Do you know what it is now? I'm almost certain that you probably see them almost every day. Maybe you hear the whistle. Beep, beep. They also make this sound. Hi, cat. Do you know what I'm referring to now? Yes. I believe her, Mr. Wright. I know she didn't do it. So, is Maya innocent? What do you think? What do you think, huh? Is Maya innocent? We're gonna prove Maya innocent, aren't we? Yeah. We're gonna prove Maya innocent. She didn't kill anybody, right? You're gonna help prove Maya innocent too? Yeah? You're gonna help die prove Maya innocent? Dayusi said hi to you. Dayusi said hi to you. Yeah, she said hi to you. See? She said hi. Yeah, she said hi. Good kitty. Good kitty. To you now, boy. Okunga! Your benevolence! You mustn't trust in lawyers. Are you not the accused from the last trial? Oh, what's wrong, Albie? Your benevolence speaks with the, You may speak in the vernacular, like monk. Now, what is your name? Yes, your benevolent. I'll be your guide, your benevolent. Know this, Albie. Your soul is only as clean or filthy as the company you keep. I wish you'd stop insinuating that all lawyers are trash. Please forgive me your benevolence, but Mr. Wright is a very trustworthy man. And I trust him as a lawyer. What's this? I'm sorry. Forgive my insolence. If a common boy such as he can place his trust in lawyers, it can only be because of my failure as the Hall of Justice the other day. Ooh, Mr. Wright, your benevolence is sucking to the ground. You must really feel responsible for what happened in court that day. Let's give her some breathing room for now. I'm sure she'll be back on her feet in no time. In the meantime, do you mind if I ask you some questions? Of course not. I'm always glad to help. So, what have you heard about the rebel hunter that was in the newspaper? Everyone's overjoyed at her appearance. They say she's the modern-day Lady Kira. So they're treating this rebel hunter like a mysterious protector of the people, huh? People have been on edge recently. What with that jailbreaking stuff? I sure hope they catch that escaped prisoner too. Escaped prisoner? Yes, he was one of the vicious rebels that Lady Kira had captured. So there's a hardened criminal on the loose? That is bad news. Yes, but the modern day Lady Kira is also super amazing. I mean, she takes down big, scary rebels all by herself. Yeah, that is not exactly something just anyone can do. Someone that strong could have easily overpowered and killed the high priest. What about the escaped prisoner, Colby? So what's the escaped prisoner supposed to be like? Say he's a vicious teen, serves as your right-hand man. True. As in the leader of the rebel group? Yes, the escapee serves the dreadful master of the Defiant Dragon. Say the prisoner is a former soldier and that he wields a big scary knife. Rumor has it he's a cold-blooded killer to boot. So he sounds like a real dangerous man. So remember, the information that we're being given, it's technically all fabricated. So we're going to take everything they say with a grain of salt. He is, but the police still can't find him, even after an exhaustive search. Wait, I remember hearing about a prison. There is a prison at the apex of this mountain. Prison? Way up here? The prison is at the top of the Inner Sanctum's mountain, right? How did he even break out? No one really knows. Supposedly did it without any tools to speak of to. Some say he must have fallen to his death. Personally, I'd like to believe he did. Otherwise, something like that terrible incident might happen again. Terrible incident? What was that about a terrible incident, LB? It happened before I was even born, but Mora, previous queen, was assassinated. And it was the rebel leader, Juru, who did it. The previous queen was assassinated? Kind of unsettling. Ooh, it was a terrible deed of a heinous sinner. I mean, to take the life of such a gentle queen, only someone with a dark, defiant soul could have done that. They really take their queen seriously here. Like God-worshipping level serious. It really would take... I really would take someone pretty bold and blasphemous to assassinate one. Those Defiant Dragons rebels are not afraid to do anything to accomplish their goals. That's why with that escaped prisoner on the loose, who knows who might be killed next. So that's why the people of Orion are so afraid of that escapee, and why they want the rebel hunter to take him out, along with the other rebels. So is there anything else you can tell me about the rebel hunter, Lady Kira, Hubby? I was just thinking there was something else. What was it? Oh yeah, here. What is it? I do found it. So this looks somewhat like a spear. It's got blood onto it, and it's got 3 points on it. What's that? The warbed arrow? Feeling better now, your benevolence? There's no time to be feeling sorry for myself, for I am the crown princess of Orion. Now let me see that boy. Yes, your benevolence. It looks very much like one of the legendary weapons Lady Kira once used in battle. A 3-pronged arrow? I could swear I've seen something resembling that arrowhead recently. Where did Shadu find it, Albie? Near Abbot Inmi's house. Near the victim's house. Something tells me I'd better look into this. Warba's arrows added to the court record. Albie, can I ask you to take me to the High Priestess's house? Yes, of course. Come to think of it, he was married, wasn't he? And his wife is the one who usually plays the part of Lady Kira in the purification rite. I should probably talk first. Unfortunately, no. May 10th. High Priest house. So we were here once before, so just to just to keep everybody reminded, this is where Phoenix Wright woke up to after he passed out from his back giving out. So this is where the high priest lived. Wait a minute. This is where they both brought me when my back gave out. And the woman in front of that altar, she must be the high priestess' wife. Excuse me. Yes, can I help you? I was hoping to speak with the high priestess' wife, but her. Please forgive the intrusion, Lady Bali. Oh my, benevolent. Please, get ease. What a terrible time this have my distant magic. You honor me with your here. The royal priestess has come to visit. Yes. What's that? Oh, of course. He's talking with his funeral picture? My husband, who is delighted, the royal priestess, with her friends. You can speak with habit in me? No, I don't possess the power to speak to the dead, but I can feel his presence. What's that? That can wait till later. He's definitely speaking with him. So you're benevolent. What is it that brings you to my humble abode? This lawyer is investigating your husband's death. I'm watching to ensure he does not tamper with any of the evidence. I know this must be difficult, but could I ask you some questions? A good friend of mine has fallen under suspicion, you see. Friend of yours. So then you must be Maya's friend from the States, correct? That's right. Sorry, but I'm so busy. Isn't that right? Abbott and me and his wife were one of the closest loving couples in Korean. If he is not ready to talk, I will not allow you to press her any further. I only wish their relationship was actually a real thing in our country or anywhere in the world, because sometimes that relationship is fairy tale like, but I would love to see more like them in the real world. She did just lose the love of her life. It would be incredibly insensitive to force answers out of her right now. But I need to talk to her if I want to learn more about the High Priest. Plus, the warbed arrow that Abby found near the house. There's too much I need to find out for me to leave just that. Would it be okay if I stay here for a while? Barbed Head, have you not been listening to a word I said? Look, you've been. I'm sorry for her loss, and I'm running out of time. So what I will do is promise to leave if she doesn't. Please, let me talk to my husband. Yes. No doubt. Not in front of the royal priest. Now, if you would, what the heck are they even talking about? You have but poured salt on her. This is precisely why you lawyers are so despised. I was just trying to help Maya's case. I didn't mean to hurt Mr. and me. Could it be that you actually possess the conscience? Of course I do. But I'm also desperate for information. So, what do you plan to do now? Pass the time by looking around the room, I guess, and see if she changes her mind. Just see that you do not touch anything. Guess I should watch what I touch then. Just in case Princess Freyfa gets mad at me. This one. This looks like a waste hat. Okay. There's an envelope sticking out. There are 3 holes to throw near the top. Now, where have I seen holes like this? Gouging around in other people's garbage like some stray dog? You're a pitiful creature. What does it say here? Say what you will, but I've got a job to do. It says to the high priest. You cannot even read. You are even more pitiful than I had thought. Thanks, and I will keep your words of wisdom in mind. Guess I should have studied more Koreanese before I came. So the envelope was addressed to the high priest, huh? But it's empty. Still, though, something about it. Better hang on. Envelope added to the court record. Guy, do these cushions look comfortable to you? Does this cushion look comfortable to you? Maybe Plushie might think it's comfortable. What is that scary looking spiky thing? It is a floor cushion for heightening a practitioner's focus. Your ignorance astounds me. There is not a soul in Korean who would not recognize it. A floor cushion? You mean you're supposed to sit on this? How else would you suggest it be used? It looks like a torture device to me. Oh, it's a wanted poster for the rebel escapee everyone's talking about. What? Let me see that. That's horrible. Senior member of the insurged leadership and former paratrooper of a foreign land, wasted for crimes against the kingdom. Considered armed and dangerous. So he's ex-military. His appearance alone exudes man. He must be captured at once. Wanted person added to the court record. Something wrong? The bounty is 3 million dama. Money that comes out of people's tax payments. I shall have it lowered to about 1 million dama. You seem unexpectedly concerned with the people's wealth. Unexpectedly? How rude. Naina has always taught me that kingdoms do not value their people come to ruin. As crowned princess, it is only natural that I care for my people. About sending some of that kindness this way. Well, I suppose I could. If you quit being a lawyer and pay taxes to our kingdom then. Oh well, it was worth a shot. This looks like ortho. This game looks kind of like checkers or chess. You mean to say you have never heard of Kachitama? I have heard people describe it as Koreanese chess. So 2 players take turns moving their pieces in a bid to capture the other's king? Not quite. Hachu Dama. The object is the ulterior annihilation of your opponent. Furthermore, each piece has a special move that can only be used once per game. Special move. This sounds like a game right up Maya's alley. There's a steel samurai patch on this bag. Guess this bag must be Maya. She probably left it here while she was performing the rite. What show is this? Listen closely, Dai. Can you tell me what it sounds like? Does it sound familiar? Do you know what it sounds like? Steel Samurai. It's the plumbed Punisher, the warrior of Neo Twilight Realm. It is based on Lady Kira and is the #1 action hero show in Korea. The plumbed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm. Yes, it is an entirely original show created right here in our kingdom. The show isn't exactly original, unfortunately. I'm not so sure about its originality given its overall look and that theme song. Is something the matter? Well, it's just we have an action hero show back home that is really similar to this. I'm guessing this shows why Maya's so into Lady Kira. I like this one, doesn't she? Out of all the music that they redid, this one is the original. They did not redo this one. Honestly, the theme song is exactly the same as the one from Maya's favorite show. The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Odi Tokyo. It's a popular action hero series filmed right in LA. Set in a city known as Neo Odi Tokyo, it pits the Steel Samurai in mortal combat against his nemesis, the evil magistrate. Maya's collected DVDs and merchandises from that series as long as I've known her. The Plum Punisher seems awfully similar to the Steel Samurai. The Plum Punishers originated here, in Cryan. That clear barbed head? Yes, your benevolence. Note to self, never suggest that again. Is this a piece of art of some sort? What a beautiful orb. Something the matter? Barbed head, take one step away. Okay, done. Did you spot something? Yes, your dismal reflection. It was ruining the orb's beauty. Did you have to put it like that, your benevolence? A poster of the mountain. Oh, the Inner Sanctum Mountain is featured against those other towering peaks. Those beautiful mountains are known as the roof of Orion. Ah, and I see they have even included Mount Ponini Ponini, or Pony Pony, in this poster. Mount Pony Pony? Is that the smaller peak to the left? Known as the Little Sanctum. It is just west of the Inner Sanctum. It is not also beautiful. Is it not also beautiful? But I suppose a lawyer with a defiled soul, such as you, could not perceive such beauty? No, that's not true. I think it's absolutely stunning. Mountain range poster added to the court record. Lady Balib has not had a change of heart. Simply waiting shall not change. Can we wait just a little longer? I wonder if she'll even open up. Oh, still here? Lady Balib. This is in me. Do you think you're ready to talk? Is it okay with you, dear? Yes. I will let him know. Do you believe? You don't have to say if it is not your wish. No, it's quite all right. My husband was just say. As much as it pains me to have my life such matters, if it would help to find the truth, then ask what it is. Okay, I'll take you up on your generous offer. Wait, did Mrs. and me call herself lovely just now? Well, whatever you're waiting for, ask your question quickly so your departure may be just as fast. Yes, of course. Do you have any idea why your husband might have been... Was he acting different or doing anything out of the ordinary lately? No, I don't recall anything. This is really difficult. Did anybody have a grudge against him? He was a kind man. Someone would never do anything that would cause someone to grudge against him. These are Cyclops. This means Mrs. and me is trying to hide something from me. This is the Magatama Maya gave me all those years ago. It has a really amazing power. Being that this is our first set of locks in this game, they gave us 3 locks. And since we're seeing locks, that means we have the evidence to break them. Are you ready, Di? It reacts when someone is hiding something. It allows me to see the psych locks that are holding that person's mind shut. Whenever I see any, I only have to present my Magatama to try and unlock them. Unlocking them all usually allows me to poke the truth out of someone.
Take that!
Guys, Magatama's unlocked. The High Priest. Cyclops. They appear when I ask her whenever anyone had a grudge against her husband. That must mean that Mrs. and me thought of someone who just might have such a grudge. Let's just stir the pot a little and see what happens. Mrs. and me, I have an idea who your husband's real killer might be. That would be Maya, would it not? No, of course not. has to be someone with a motive to kill him. This is who I believe had a reason to kill your husband. We're gonna let you pick die. The escaped prisoner. So what would be the motive for the escaped prisoner? Plushy says the rebel. What would be the rebel Turk's motive? Between the two that you guys mentioned, we haven't actually established a motive for either one of them. However, there is one in that list that we have established a motive for. It was the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. Everyone's talking about her. I know not of what you speak. Really? Because she even made the front page recently. I am but a humble servant of Lady Kira. What reason would she have to kill someone as insignificant as I? Actually, I have something that just might show why Lady Kira would kill Abbott in me. We have a bunch of notes. Which notes? This one.
Take that!
This is a letter of warning from Lady Kira. Maya found it. It was in the inner sanctum, and only Maya and your husband were there at the time. This letter reached its intended recipient, your husband, the high priest, didn't it? And how do you know Maya wasn't lying? Because I've never seen this letter before. Without my husband ever did. Sorry, but I have evidence that proves this warning was meant for your husband. So, if this letter went to him, what proof do we have that it went to him? Actually, this says no, this does not have any connection with Lady Kira. As you can see, it stands for the Defiant Dragon, so they're totally different. You want me to go through them, okay.
Take that!
Well, what's that? An envelope addressed to the high priest. The warning letter was delivered to your husband inside this, wasn't it? Ugh. What nonsense is this? How can you prove the warning was delivered in this envelope? There's got to be some way to prove it. There's got to be some way to prove it. Wait a second. Don't the envelope and the warning letter have something in common? I think there just might be something that links the envelope and the warning letter. There is? Yes, and that proof is right here on the warning letter. This spot on the warning letter proves that it was delivered in that envelope. So what are we talking about? No, this stamp is not on the envelope. There's something else that would show up on the envelope. Four? Where's the four? You see a 4? All of these are Koreanese text. And no, they're not the same that's on the envelope. You see it? Well, they're technically holes.
Take that!
These 3 holes in the envelope are in the same shape and arrangement as the holes in the warning letter. If you fold the letter up in thirds and place it in the envelope, the holes line up. Ugh. As for what made the holes, I believe it was this. I should know what made that hole. A doggy found this evidence for us. This one, right? The Warba arrow.
Take that!
They were made by this Warba arrow, one of the weapons favored by Lady Kira. The warning was folded in thirds, placed in the envelope addressed to the High Priest, and delivered to your husband on the points of this arrow. Ding! Are you ready to tell me the truth now? I admit the warning was sent. But he was not in it. Why did you keep it? authorities must have suspected him of being one. I hadn't. Guess that makes sense. The rebel hunter was after him. I can see how people might at least suspect. We are Koreanists, as such, rising up against the monarch is the same as blaspheming Koreanism itself. Your husband was a devoted priest of the Koreanism, and he feared that his good name would be tarnished if the warning went public. Yes, it makes sense. But is it the honest truth? What if the high priest really was a rebel? The rebel hunter would have had a motive to kill him. Still, this just doesn't feel like the right time to ask her about it. Could you tell me a little more about the warning? It arrived about 3 days before the purification. Well, that morning, it was already free. It was already there by the side of our bed. It was by the side of your bed? Yes. We had the whole house locked up tight. And yet, someone still managed to slip in. Oh, it was so frightening, wasn't it, dear? But you didn't contact the police because you didn't want them to suspect your husband of being a rebel? That's right. If only we had told the police, maybe Tarus would still be alive today. Oh, lovely. No need of that. My only regret is I let Carved head. This is quite enough. Yes, you're probably right. This isn't me. I'm sorry to have bothered you at such a difficult time. Don't be. I'm happy I have helped. Your benevolence. May you swiftly shine light upon the carved head. You seem bent on casting suspicion upon Lady Kira, and by doing so, you seek to deflect the flame from the real killer Maya Fey. That is the only logical conclusion. I'm in no position to disprove her at this point. If only I could find something to support my theory that the high priest was a rebel, the only other person who might know more about Ebed and me would be Maya. We might be done questioning her by now. Maybe I'll stop by the detention center. My mother has said, what? Seems I must go. Something happened? Yes, my mother has decreed that a rite shall be held for the high priestess passing, and that she shall conduct the prayer of the lamenant therein. Her eminence has so decreed, has. Oh, but she should not concern herself with a humble priest like my husband. No, it is only natural, considering his meritorious service. The rite will be held at the palace. You are to accompany me there at once, Lady Alib. Thank you, your benevolence. How wonderful for you, miss. A direct decree from the Queen. That must be quite an honor. Carved head, you are coming as well. Huh? Well, boy, I don't have much time left to investigate. As the one charged with monitoring you, you must remain within my sight at all times. Besides, it will take but a moment. Now, come along. Ugh. Arguing the point will probably just make things worse for me. I'd better let her have her way this time. May 10th. Grand Palace. Audience chamber. Welcome, Lady Belim. Oh, this is the Queen of Kariah. What is wrong with you, Barbed Head? Show some respect. Uh-oh, should I bow or protest myself? No, it is quite alright. Stay as you are. Mother? Your Eminence, I would like to give thanks to honor both me and my husband. His exemplary service deserves to be honored. Oh, but what a terrible trying time this is for you, Lady Belim. May my prayer comfort your soul and that of your dearly departed husband. Nothing would please me. Oh, Your Eminence, your words are wasted on my humble husband and I. Now that's what I call a commanding presence. So, you are the lawyer whom my daughter seeks. Yes, Your Eminence, I am so very honored to make your noble acquaintance. I'm humbled to bask in your splendor. Ah! Did I overdo it? I have no idea how to talk to a queen. Oh, may the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you. Now then, Lady Belim, let us go to the Chamber of Prayer. Rayfrey, you are to accompany us too? Yes, Mother. Wow, the Queen is surely something else. Very luminous, huh? Don't see how that'll do any good. Justice Minister Inga. Who are you, buddy? Nice to see you again, Minister Inga. Again? Have we met? Phoenix Wright. We met at the accused lobby the other day. Oh, right. Loose suit. Jagged hair. You're the lawyer who brought my daughter down a peg or two. Your daughter? Rafa. Princess Rafa's father? So he's Queen Karen's husband? You planning on sticking your fat nose in this mess too? The accused is a good friend of mine. Like I said the last time, you better watch yourself, see? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? You want to question me? That would be great. You got balls for a lawyer. Guess I can play along a bit. But I got things to do, see? So we'll have to talk while I work. This is gonna be funny, Di. Wait until you see this. I wanted to let you know that I'll be the defense lawyer on this case too. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. You only won last time because that idiotic prosecutor filed false charges. But it's going to be different this time. I got Karian's top prosecutor on this one. See, I don't care who I go up against. I'm going to prove my client innocent. You haven't forgotten that little thing called the Defense Culpability Act, have you? Blow this one and you'll suffer the same fate as the accused. How could I forget? You lawyers are all the same. You strut your stuff till the DC Act comes down hard. Then you start begging and pleading for your lives. It's really hard to watch, I tell you. Well, I don't plan on letting it come to that. Were you the one who wrote the Defense Culpability Act? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What's it to you? Either way, as Justice Minister, I'm gonna enforce that thing. Started a way to counter the dirty tricks of you trade, like falsified evidence. But it turned out to be quite handy. Efficient, even. Handy? Efficient? Yeah, made my job real easy. Any goons who cross me or the Garin administration are going to get just what they deserve, especially those rebel scum. You can get away with that here? Better watch your mouth, lawyer. I enforce the law in Karayan, see? And being that I'm the queen's husband, that makes me king. No, I'm pretty sure the queen is the boss around. Go on, say what you're thinking so I can charge you with less misery. I can't get myself arrested now. Listen up, lawyer. We got a low crime rate and a populace that lives in peace. That's all thanks to the DC Act. So I don't want to hear any more lip about it. But I can't defend my client unless I can speak my mind. Even without the DC Act, Daruk and his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered. What's that supposed to mean? Let's just say I got a little trick up my sleeve. So I'd watch it if I were you. Because you got a defiant attitude. Like one of them dragon dupe. Say, White, you know what these are? No? What? Orders of execution. They really pile up if I start slacking off. What? And tomorrow, I'll have even more work to do. Processing the one for your little friend. And if you really do defend her, I'll have to add one more to the pile for you. And you're not stupid enough to waste your life on that criminal, are you? Don't worry. I'll make sure to lighten your workload, Inga. I won't give you a single execution order to sign tomorrow. I have returned, Barbed Head. Your benevolence. Are you done with the rite? Yes. It was performed flawless. Lady Believe stayed behind to speak with the mother. I hope this will help ease her sorrows, even if just a little. So you have been speaking with my father? Yes, you could say that. My father is a great man. He works tirelessly to keep the peace in our kingdom. Ryan, as it stands today, owes everything to the efforts of my mother and my father. You should feel deeply honored. Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken so readily with a lawyer. Yes, of course. Seems Rayford doesn't know what her father's really like. Rayford doesn't know her parents much at all. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to Maya now. Day 10. Defendant. Or detention center. Oh, it's you, Nick. Hi, are you okay? Questioning wasn't too harsh, was it? No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress? Well, I haven't found any conclusive evidence that could prove your innocence, but I have a small lead. Really? But for right now, I'd like to ask you about the High Priest. Sure, ask away. By the way, what's the princess doing with you still, Nick? Doesn't she have anything better to do? Doesn't seem like it. I heard that! How rude! Of course I have many other things I could be doing. It's just a thought, but do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel? A rebel? Why would you even think that? Because if he was, then the rebel hunter Lady Kira would have had a motive to kill him. What? Uh-oh, Princess Rafa overheard me. What idiocy is this? Have it in me, a rebel? It is beyond the pale. My mother has offered the prayer of Lemon to his soul. That is the sort of person he was. All right. I was just raising the possibility. I will not listen to such tomfoolery. He stormed out. Well, nothing we can do about that. Do you recall the high priest doing anything suspicious? Come to think of it, he's unusually restless during the day. Kept glancing up at the sky, though I have no idea why. Restless and looking up at the sky? That doesn't really tell as much, does it? Anything else come to mind? Sorry, that's about it. Guess this is all I'm going to learn about the high priest right now. Oh, but there is one thing I should follow up on. I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here now. But why? I'll explain later. Princess Rafa gone, this might be my only chance. Maya, about what you said earlier. Why can't you tell anybody about channels able to channel spirit? Oh, that. You know how all the queens are also spirit mediums here? Heard it was kind of a shock at first, though. In Trionism, spirit channeling spirit arts can only be performed by the queen. No one else is supposed to be able to. See, so spirit channeling is a symbol of the power of authority. Then, in that sense, I can see why it would look bad if a nobody from another country were able to do it too. Spirit channeling is a strange tradition. Was developed from a crionist style that was brought to the U.S. via Japan. It seems like my clan's spiritual power is greater than that of the average crionist. Maybe a quirk due to how our styles diverge, but I don't really know. So spirit channeling is a power possessed only by the Queen of Orion. It's a power that somehow made its way down the line to Maya. I guess that makes Queen Karin and Princess Rafa distant relatives of Maya's. Anyways, it's not that there's some kind of rule about it. Just rather not have it become an issue or anything. That's why mediums come here to train. Hide the fact that they can channel spirit. I see. No idea it was so complicated. Either way, training here is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become the master. I think you might have. I think you meant that your dies, Maya Fey. And what is this qualification to become the master? Be able to channel spirits of one's own volition, and without fail every time. Like, remember how my spirit channeling was always hit or miss? Only ever succeeded about 30% of the time. Yeah, and it was more like spirits possessed her, as opposed to her channeling them. So you can do it every single time now, whenever you want. Yep. At least I think. You think? Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training. And once I get back home, I plan on taking the final spirit test. I'll have to try channeling one spirit after another in a marathon channeling session. Only those who passes the test are worthy of becoming the master. Yeah, but I know I can do it. I'm going to ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down. Right. Maya's the next big hope of Terrain Village. It's got to be a lot of pressure. So speaking of similarity, I've noticed another similarity between our countries besides fair channeling. I saw a show on TV earlier that reminded me of the Steel Samurai. Oh, you must mean the Plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm. So you've already seen the Plumed Punisher? You really don't miss a beat. Actually, it was her benevolence who told me about it. There is not a single person in Korean who doesn't know that. Oh, your benevolence, you're back. As the royal priestess, I am charged with monitoring your movements. So I have changed my mind in order to fulfill my duty. I must not avert my ear. Not even from your blasphemous theory. Her sense of duty is commendable. But I wouldn't mind if she backed off a bit. Great timing, your benevolence. There's actually something I wanted to show off to the both of you. Show off? Maya sure seems excited all of a sudden. Yep. Da. What's that? It's an ultra rare Plumed Punisher strap. Only one of them in the world. It was specially made to promote the TV show. You're the owner of this strap? Don't tell me you're a Plumed Punisher fan too, your benevolence. No, of course not. Only little children watch that show. This girl gets a lot of anxiety when she's being attacked verbally. I have no interest in such things. Right. No, I am telling the truth. Sure, let's just leave it at that. Kind of. So, how did you get your hands on that, Maya? I found a kindred spirit in a Plumed Punisher fan here in Korean. It resulted in an exchange of cultures and sending national borders. By cultural exchange, you mean you swap TV show promo merchandises? You bet! I traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. My newfound Koreanese friend was so happy, I got this one-of-a-kind strap in return. I guess there are people like that wherever you go, even here in Korean. Watch this. You press the Magatama on her belt, it plays the show's theme song. That sounds like the Steel Samurai theme song. What are you talking about? Can't you hear the folk instruments in the intro and the ecstatic tones throughout? Plus, the Steel Samurai has Japanese taiko drums that go. Dun 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 in the intro. Some Punisher strap added to the core record. Right. Guess my ears just aren't as good as yours. Anyways, I had this amazing idea for a new show. The Plumed Punisher versus the Steel Samurai. Die, thought. Do you think it's going to be a success? Do you think it's going to be a hit? I'm going to totally go pitch it to some TV stations when I get back home. going to be a huge hit. Possibly. Right, your benevolence? I have no interest in such things. Well, if nothing else, talking about the Punisher has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. Getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? Leave tomorrow. Me. Okay, thanks, Nick. I think I've covered just about everything. Time to head back to the school and go over everything I've learned. My father is a great man with a gentle soul, is he not? Yes, well, we're talking about the same person here? You too could become a man of understanding character if you learn from his example. Sure, outstanding character. I care little for the tone of yours. It is as if you do not agree. No, you have it all wrong. Why is my face always such an open book? You have visited the accused a number of times already. Could it be you are smuggling in tools one at a time for a jailbreak? Of course not. Besides, you've been watching me like a hawk. Well then, perhaps you're cutting the bars in the visitor's room bit by bit. How on earth would I even do that? With the barbed head of yours, of course. Now, this is getting ridiculous. Of course it is. I'm merely having a little fun here. But please don't have it at my expense. I'm mentally taxed enough already. Well, she's acting like a teenager. Day 10. Olympia Temple. Getting late. Won't be long till sundown. Mr. Wright, you're benevolent. Are you done with your investigation for today? Pretty much. Thought I'd go over what I've learned so far. Care to join me? Yes. Please allow me to help. Okay, first, we know the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kira, and it told him not to perform the rite. That's right. It was the rebel hunter. What of it? That's what I'm not sure of yet. Why would Lady Kira want to stop the rite? If you could solve that mystery, right, I could figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. Might be the break I need, but I just don't know enough right now to act on that lead. How unfortunate for you, Barbhead. Your only hope is pure speculation. That shall not stand up in the Hall of Justice. You have no actual proof of Lady Kira's involvement in this crime, after all. Yeah, the warning letter alone can't prove who killed the High Priest. I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you are charged under the DC Act. Your benevolence! While it is true you did not forge or suppress any evidence, that is perhaps a product of my careful monitoring of your every move. I wasn't planning to do anything like that in the first place, your benevolence, but I am going to prove Maya's innocence within the confines of the law. How can you be so sure you will? Because of my undying faith in my client. That is the lawyer's greatest weapon. What nonsense. You have chosen to dig your own grave. When next we meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice. As Royal Priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination seance. This time I will prove that the insights I glean thereof are the very truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial, and your last rite. Tomorrow shall end with your under the Headman's Act. Tomorrow, I'll be defending Maya that so-called Hall of Justice again. The whole seance thing makes trials here completely different from those back home. Plus, I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I've got plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare. That's what Dai has, right? Confusion and anxiety, right? I have to think of something. After all, I'm the only lawyer in all of Korean. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove Maya's innocent if it's the last thing I do. Okay. What do you think? Looks like we'll probably end a little bit early so we can actually do a Discord stream tonight. One wasn't as long as the last 2 weeks. Now was it? Is it early? More like on time. I think it's just right. Well, next week we're going to go into the trial. So what did we learn so far? Not much. Well, that's a good answer. For this game, she's going into a courtroom blind, knowing that she has to face up against the Defense Culpability Act. Right, Di? That just adds the ante up quite a bit, don't it? All right. Let's change the scene. Okay. Out. We will change the channel. And there. All right. So what's going to be happening for this? Tomorrow is going to be Luigi's Mansion 2. Wednesday is going to be more Dot Hack. Thursday is going to be Castlevania Harmony of Distance. No. Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. We completed Harmony of Distance. We're doing Aria of Sorrow. Third part. Right here. And then Friday is going to be what, Di? Since we finally got you working. I'm gonna be playing The Sims with Kara. Okay. This is gonna be it for me for tonight, guys. You all have a wonderful night. Take care.